Let's get these going. What are you huffing and puffing for? What's going on in her? Save. Nice. Got password. K H J 223 and there we go. Of course, those are all going off. Right? Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. Well, let me actually make sure I get out of here before that happens. Nothing else around. No big deal. Sometimes they have something in their pockets. Didn't I turn that crap off? Yeah. Okay. What the hell?
Slyšíte mě? Sežeňte mi, kurva, právní... To na mě chcete zkoušet solidaritu s augama? Tak to hodně štěstí. Já s tím neměl nic společného, ty kreténe. Můžeš mě zmlátit, mořit hladem, to je fuk. Pravdu nezměníš. No tak, nenechávejte mě tady. Vypadni odsud, ty šroube. Tví šéfové hledají obětního beránka, ale já se jen tak nedám. To jim klidně vyřiď, šroube!
Šloube.
Nic na mě nemáte, vy hajzlové. Pusťte mě!
Like signs of the lambs almost. That's funny. Gladys. And some fava beans and a nice candy. Yeah, what did you think you were gonna find in here? Some money? Huh? No, BloodcloPlays. Ain't gonna find the money. Gotta keep it clean, right? Stupid.
A hele, tak vy si myslíte, že mi jazyk rozváže nějaký šroub? Naserte si! Nic na mě nemáte, vy hajzlové. Pusťte mě! Já s tím neměl nic společného, ty kreténe! Můžeš mě zmlátit, mořit hladem, to je fuk. Pravdu nezměníš!
Miníš. Yeah, of course somebody left their pocket secretary in the bathroom. 'Cause everybody does that, right? Alright, cool, got another code. Yeah, somebody left credits, as you do, in the bathroom, right?
Report to cybercrimes. Agent Meyer to cybercrimes.
They have better software than the old. Satellite offices are always 2 versions behind. You think one of them would pop up on some lists?
Shut down London's traffic.
Dark days ahead. And a shitload of roads.
Maybe the connection is that there is no
Agent Wright, please report to your department.
maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to sell this.
Director James Miller. Need more analysts on the bombing. Caught looking the other way when it happened because of Dubai. Our progress has been unacceptably slow ever since we were on that Dubai after action report. Tie it off. Send it to me within the half hour. Then start looking at the manifests of every train that arrived yesterday from outside the country.
Dark days ahead.
Who am I? I'm not gonna do this fucking job. Who the fuck are you?
Maybe the connection is that there is no
You hear that?
That's fucked up.
Can you put that last line in your report? It's been 6 months. Nothing has gotten clearer. Miller should have stepped in, but he's the one who created the ambiguity in the first place.
It'd be easier if someone would just
Jensen handles it by keeping to himself, and everyone else
State police are playing
is
stingy.
happy keeping it that way. There's one asshole prankster who's anti-Yog. I have a suspicion who it is. I'm going to keep it to myself. It's not Mac. He's way professional for that shit. Sorry I can't be more helpful.
maybe whoever's in charge.
Strick, I'm almost finished my Dubai report. I have questions. Chain of command. Mac was playing the op. Jensen acting solo. I can't lose. Analysis.
Deep down, they all want to be caught.
Thanks. Keep digging.
I'm sorry, we're all in strung out shape.
State police radio chatter gave us IDs on 2 more bombing victims. Sisters on vacation. Run DNA checks through all the outlets. I'll run it through a few filters. See if I
Some
can
people are bored by reconnaissance footage, but I love it.
Still waiting for the report on that clothing fragment.
It's gonna take them a while.
I finally finished the backup exfiltration plan for the upcoming Jakarta mission.
Yeah, he didn't see that.
These guys might as well be ghosts. They have better software in Lyon. Satellite offices are always 2 versions behind.
There's something here on mine.
Where you going? Sit back down, punk.
I finally finished the backup exfiltration plan for the upcoming Jakarta mission.
That's what Billy over here was working on. I wonder if I should try hacking it. What do you think? I don't feel like having anybody get mad at me here. Probably says all the same crap that every other one has said so far.
They have better software in Lyon. Satellite offices are always 2 versions behind.
Shot us in the head!
I'll tell you that.
It'd be easier if someone would just
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night. The reason I know it isn't the Juggernaut Collective who tried to hack us is that they gave up after only an hour. The reason I know it isn't the Juggernaut Collective who tried to hack us
Stop
is
repeating
that they
yourself,
gave up
man.
after only an hour.
Place, Lena, it's good. Long walks, soon. Word advice. Jim's been talking mentally. Cheat out, make to feel like shit for the rest of the day. 4 attempts to breach our firewall. Changing all the passkeys. There's one. There's another one. Cool. And here comes Billy. And there goes Billy. I'm not doing anything here. 5545. Nice, look at that. C L O D 0 4 S F D 8S. Let's take a look at this. Password locks. Okay, I'll take that. That's cool. Oh, hey, Billy. What's up, dude? Everything's good. You're cool with this, right? Alright, good. You see, I got in here with a code because I got the clearance. So, please, thank you. Okay, so that was to be able to break into there. Damn it! I thought that might. Nobody noticed that? That's good. Oh!
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm all right.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now, a meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months. Can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
I think she's feeling us.
You think one of them would pop up and list?
The connection is that there is no connection. Is that... fucked up? They've been scrubbing through garbage for hours. Still not.
Jensen, we need to talk.
What's up, Peter?
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
What do you think? Gonna need more information about the snoop of yours. I have other priorities. Of course I'm gonna do it.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hull Avenue. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't...
Wow, he's all cracked out, huh?
Smart move. They don't want to be caught in dragnet. Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up?
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Janus relies on public perception.
These guys might as well be ghosts. Be careful out there.
A word of advice, stay off the Aug Rights web pages this week.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Everybody on the Pro-Aug forums has some kind of theory about the train station.
think one of them
Finding
would
a
pop
signal
up
in
on
all that
some
noise
list?
is going to be next to impossible.
We're advising people to stay at home, so someone is happy to get here. They've been everywhere for the past week. Listening to this police chat?
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
Maybe.
Maybe it's a cliche that in order to catch a criminal you have to think like one, but it also happens to be
I've run
true.
DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
You keep saying that, dude.
It's not like I support what the collective is doing.
Maybe the connection is that there
We have
is
to
no
laugh at
connection.
some of the crazy things
that
people
fucked
do, or
up?
else we go crazy ourselves.
The problem with a collective is that they've branded themselves as online Robin Hoods. These guys might as well be ghosts.
action would be great if you knew where to start. Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't...
The classic Diwali structure has 2 spies, or pakhans, working for the lieutenant who report directly to the boss, to make sure he stays the boss. Those guys are pretty violent.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
I'd rather not say what this reminds me of.
Hey, Agent Jensen, nice work in Dubai. But still, you know what I want to know is who those ogged-up guys in the gold masks were. I'll be compiling all the case files, and as soon as I know anything, it'll be up on the board.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
I'd love to get a look at the bond site myself, but
No, it's the right call.
not our show.
Trust your hunters better than most people's evidence. There's no way if the Diwali number 2 owns it. The storage locker is 100% clean. In the middle of something I can't break away from right now. Check it yourself quietly. Tell me what you find. Rizzo. Hey Vince, you know the courtyard just down the street from us sometimes gets... Oh, come on, talking about snacks. Okay. Give me a code. 3874. Nice.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Here we go. The Church of the Machine God, and to some, the Church of the Machine, without the God. And then again, to others, the Singularity Church of the Machine God. This group has so many names and subgroups, it's hard to keep track. And believe it or not, they've been around in one form or another since the early 1970s. There are a lot of contradictory reports on who they are and what they want, but in general, they all want the same thing. They want to merge their consciousnesses and become one with the Machine God through a ritual they call Ascension.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum strength.
Hold on 1 second, sorry. Sorry about that.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Ah, what to say about the Juggernaut Collective that isn't speculation. A bunch of their members were running operations out of Montreal in 27, resurfacing for a while in 28. You heard of the Rifleman Bank Station? Bell Tower? Anyway, the Collective is a group of hacker activists, or hacktivists. God, I hate that word. Dedicated to the cause of freedom. At least that's what they say, or what their actions appear to say. They fight corruption by exposing hypocrisy and protecting the unprotected. No one knows the real power structure inside of the Collective, but there is one name that echoes over the darknet, and that name that echoes even louder than Hex, and you can talk to Peter Chang if you don't believe me, that name is Janus. And some say Janus runs everything, while others think there is no Janus.
Crying out loud. Is it or is it not a probable target?
The New Sons of Freedom, or NSF, is a small group of militant constitutionalists and secessionists operating in the continental United States, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. The group was formed as a reaction to the American government's increasingly authoritarian regime. NSF is committed to fighting the influence and control of a group of unknown people they believe to be the Illuminati with strategic guerrilla warfare strikes. They are suspected of having ties with Janus and the Juggernaut Collective.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet.
Samizdat is an underground news outlet that likes to think of itself as the real news. They are anti-establishment and anti-almost everything else, including business addresses, so we like to keep our eyes and ears open for any mention of them.
They're posturing, as opposed to conducting an act.
Dr. Talos Rucker, former limb clinic doctor and current leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Rucker has chosen to leave his native Germany and to live in the Utilek complex near Prague as a protest to draw attention to the upcoming Human Restoration Act vote. Rucker is a pacifist and believes that what is happening in Prague is what will happen all over the world if the Restoration Act becomes law.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel sick.
You think one of them...
You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker soon after the AUG incident, when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. They seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge.
I don't want to be caught in dragnet.
run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
I don't even know where to start theorizing percentages.
This is so weird.
You know as much as I do about these guys. They're augmented, well-trained, and very dangerous.
Negative.
And they seem to be massing weapons and augs for some sort of attack. We don't know what yet.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
We're advising people to stay at home, so someone fit every example.
Our arms dealer Shepard, aka John Trent, is a former Special Forces commander and ex-Bell Tower operative. And as is typical for those ex-Bell Tower employees, he's been selling off old Bell Tower tech and weapons. But we don't need to worry about him anymore. He was killed by those gold mask guys in Dubai.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Ah, Wasim Alam, the head of the Jinn, former limb clinic doctor and surgeon before he turned to more profitable enterprises. He brings the same cold and calculated approach he brought to saving lives to running his business with his... Ah, Agent Sig, great poker player. I still owe him 100 credits. So I hope his incursion with the Jinn lasts another few months. You know, maybe he'll forget I owe him the money.
Maybe not.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
This guy is the face of the Jinn and a charismatic force of nature. They call him the Bull of the North and the Heart of the Jinn. Real name Solar, works in conjunction with his cold and calculating brother, Wasim, who saved his life during the AUG incident. He is proudly augmented and parades his AUGs around wherever and whenever he likes. The hatred of AUGs from groups around the world has only emboldened him and his organization.
Is it not a probable target? Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
Ah, the elusive Radic Nikoladze. This guy's a piece of work, driven and ruthless. When he came up, he was the youngest boss in the Diwali crime family. The man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses. But don't let the looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss, he's in control, and he squashed more than a few people who've tried to take him down along the way.
I highly doubt whoever did this bothered to stick around.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum
anti-aug
spread.
group dedicated to keeping humans human, all pure, no augmentations. In their obsessive pursuit of this goal, they have taken extreme measures and are suspected of being responsible for multiple acts of breaking and entering, vandalism, and theft. On occasion, they've even become violent, being implicated in several assaults and murders as they push for their goal of human purity. They've been quiet since the incident. Otar Botkavelli. This guy's a classic. They don't make many like him anymore. Sharp mind, a real businessman. One of those gangsters who thinks that crime is a necessary evil, you know? If it's gonna happen, he's there to make sure people have respect and make good money.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
Otar's right-hand man is this guy, Bano. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, you know what I mean.
Explosives were designed to get
Loyal,
maximum
something
spread.
Otar values greatly.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Ah, the Diwali called this guy Constantine. Like that's supposed to be intimidating, right? We don't have a last name for Constantine, but until his death in the Rizika bombing, he was a high-placed member of the Diwali crime family, answering to Otar Botkavelli. We suspect he has lots of connections in the upper echelons of the organization, all the way up to Radic Nikoladze and beyond. Between you and me, I suspect that he's a Pakhan, a spy that watches a Diwali lieutenant closely to make sure he doesn't make a move on the boss.
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
Just wish
Oh,
someone
here we
would
go.
nut up and take
The
the blame.
Diwali crime family. As you may already know, they're one of the largest crime syndicates in Eastern Europe, but they do business almost everywhere, from Northern Europe all the way to the Middle East. After their humble beginnings in a coastal town in Georgia, the Diwali quickly moved from gambling to more lucrative criminal enterprises, till they found their specialty, smuggling, which includes human trafficking too. The Diwali can get anything to anywhere. It's as if borders just don't exist to them. But their rapid expansion came at the cost of their Georgian purity, when they started incorporating an ever-increasing number of Russians into the group. If you ask me, I think a major power struggle is coming within the Diwali. One of the old versus the new. The past versus the future.
Thanks. Keep digging. Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trick.
trigger that really does the talking.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up?
I've run DNA checks through all the
Composition can tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Just wish someone nut up.
Access denied.
Damn it. You're not supposed to come over here like that.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
Me too.
I think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Wow, look at that.
Preemptive action would be great. Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up?
Message, but I didn't want to keep waiting. I got ping on the Diwali
Run
cache.
DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
Art, like we thought. Of course, they sent it back home to Georgia.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Took 3 weeks, but we found him. Japanese police pulled his corpse out of Sagame Bay.
This is so weird.
Fingers broken, eyes burned out. Wow, while he was still alive, that would suck.
Negative. It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Okay.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread. They don't care about
Is
your
it downstairs that I'm supposed to see that thing?
After Cybercrimes Division is combing the web for any hint of those mystery guys from Dubai. That's not really our area of expertise, but Miller wants these guys bad.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge. He made it up.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed documentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated off-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live from Picus. In yet another augmented terror attack, 250... Passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight. Details recovered from the
Agent Jensen!
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
This is the third such attack all of them occurring after Dr. Talis Riker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence.
These guys...
The organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But when the United Nations sent to debate
Run
the human
DNA checks through
restoration
all the
act in a matter of
algorithms.
weeks,
Nothing.
could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are top
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list
Freedom of the
somewhere.
press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the
I've run
Juggernaut
DNA checks
Collective,
through all the alphabet
an elusive
agencies.
group of
Nothing.
vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake.
These guys might as well be
Last
ghosts.
year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system
run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world. Despite whatever
You'd think one of them would
praises
pop
the
up on some list somewhere.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is close to me.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
On portable data centers, massive storage capacity, flexible space, other Ariel, up with the straps.
First the Dubai mission and now the train station bombing. This is a week for the record
Run
books.
DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
Nothing. They say bad things come in threes. I hope they're wrong, because I don't think we're equipped to handle another terror problem this week.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
I'm going as fast as I can.
To designated only location. Safety is especially
These guys might as well be ghosts.
yes? Where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation.
I hate this. I really hate this. After Cybercrimes Division is combing the web for any
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
That's not really our area of expertise.
And polarize the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
God, this is so retreat into my skull.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 250
These guys might as well be ghosts.
to Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger located by a
These guys might as well be ghosts.
suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks in August. That horrible day with augmented people all over the world.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
The greatest loss of life. I cannot speak for you, though. Terrifying memories of that day still haunt me.
I guess the transit authorities
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
From Picus, exclusivity, anonymity, security.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age.
This is
And
so
we at
weird.
Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction
These
of
guys
any
might as well be
government.
ghosts.
Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company.
This is so weird.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News, always watching, because
One of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed in
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet
bombs
agencies.
exploded
Nothing.
inside Ruzicka train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6. All of them occurring after Dr.
This is so weird.
leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition,
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome. But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29.
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
For the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered the weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Oh.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here. In the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
Memories of that day still.
This is Jensen.
Eliza Kassa, reporting to you live from Piken.
Don't mind me, dude. I'm just gonna steal stuff from you.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade
Look at this.
Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government.
Sharp 007. He's a
Palisade Bank
conceited
Corporation
bastard,
is
huh?
now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Icus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning
No Rapazine costs. We both know we're wasting a good agent behind that desk. Besides our father. It'll be time to put her where she belongs, and I'll expect she to be a professional. Wow, okay. Just to follow up to what I overheard you saying in the cafe a few minutes ago. Watching the Valley for a long time, I know a few things about them you won't find anywhere else. Some of the low-level guys, they act like typical muscleheads, but the family has been around for generations. They know what they're doing, don't...
But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune?
Someone died. Isolation, I read that before.
This is reporting to you live from Picus.
Okay, Duncan. What you
Is
got
there
to
something
say?
I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold mask jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Can I save? No, of course not. Just have to do the whole thing over again.
Come on, McCready. We're not a couple of... All it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built. Putting on a show for the new guys ain't gonna change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say I'm impressed with how you handled yourself in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it. With that sandstorm giving us colonics, stripping the juice box out the chopper was an inspired choice. But that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
How the hell did you get such a sunny disposition anyway, McCready?
Knowing about me is not going to make us friends, Jensen. But I'll humor you. Fine. I joined regular army straight out of secondary school, made UKSF at 25 and was recruited into the SRR 4 years later.
Special Reconnaissance Regiment. That's an elite unit.
Oh yeah, it was very glamorous. All champagne and blowjobs.
So what happened?
After 12
like
years
fun.
hunting terrorist shitbirds across every desert on the face of the earth, I found there was no fucking end to the evil this world churned out. I couldn't see the point in what we were doing anymore. So I quit.
So what brought you back to the life?
I suppose a tool without
The
a job to
haircuts.
do can only grow rust. So here I am, back in it, serving my purpose. As a tool yourself, mate, you should understand that, yeah?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. That everything?
Sure.
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't.
He's a prick. Passive-aggressive prick.
I'm in the middle of something, Agent. Not in the mood, Jensen.
Jensen.
I hate this. I really hate this.
Agent Jensen. Not in the mood. Check everywhere else before here. I don't have a key card yet.
I've been trying to ID the bodies of the people who crashed the operation in Dubai.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Anomaly detected.
Run DNA check through all the
Trace program initiated.
Come on! What the hell's taking so long?
Access denied.
You stupid. Otar Botkoveli.
This is so weird.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list
How do I not know his passcode? Yeah, see, I bet you in the other room I will find this either out here or snap. I like that mask. I want that mask. Give me this one.
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Oh, stop.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
Oh. Let's go see.
The Jinn still believe what
Somebody leaves their pills just sitting there on the sink. Isn't that nice? They got a handicap bathroom, even in a video game. Wow.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list.
These are the chances he knew he was taking. Terrible.
No picnic right now.
The Jinn still believe what's happening. We need to know.
Fully urgent.
Wow. Huh. Am I gonna use one of those things and then find out later on that figures?
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
Oh, I hate doing this.
I feel terrible for his wife. The Jinn still believe
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list.
We need to know. Do the Jinn still believe what's been told them or don't they? We need to know.
Guys, let Russia go. The LZ's totally overrun.
Terrible for his wife. Things got pretty hairy inside.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list.
These are the chances he knew he was taking. The Jinn still believe what's been told them or don't they? We need to know. These are the chances he knew he was taking.
Great eye, man. Rush goes.
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai. The Jinn still believe what's been told them or don't they? We need to know.
Trace program initiated.
Come on.
Access denied.
Reload it. Come on.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Come on, get
Access
there.
granted.
Oh, thank you. It's about ready to get really pissed off. Oh God. Novella. Long meanwhile. It doesn't even give me a code. If I want to get in this, I have to use... Why? I have got to wonder. Is it out here? Is it in there somewheres? Sometimes they put it like plain view. No, I don't see it anywhere. It'd be on a piece of paper or something. No.
The Jinn still believe what Sims told them or don't. You need to know.
Get off of that computer. You stupid.
Things got pretty hairy.
We got an official okay from the Indonesians. This is so weird. Straight into an ambush.
There you go.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
White, please see Security Chief Collins. White, Security Chief Collins, thank you. Agent Noyan, report to Agent.
This is so weird.
Urgent, still urgent. Katarina Noyan. Agent Noyan, report to Agent. Fully urgent.
Access
You'd
granted.
think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Give me passcode, please.
I cannot speak for you. The terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before
Of course
These
not.
guys might as well
What
be
the-
ghosts.
this is Eliza Cassell. Anonymity, security. These
There was
are
another
the
attempt to breach our firewall last night.
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing says we're still hauling.
They have better software in Lyon.
Satellite offices are always too big.
One of these damn computers had better give me the passcode.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Come on, one more. Come on.
Access
Get
granted.
there, please. Thank you. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't.
Urgent. Katarina Noyan.
Wow.
To Agent Cruz's office. Agent Noyan. Fully urgent.
There you go. Get up so I can get in. Nice. Good deal.
Anomaly detected. Trace access denied.
Wow.
They have better software in Lyon. Satellite offices are always
Anomaly detected. Tray access denied.
Wow. Alright. It's not gonna sit well with me.
Access denied.
This is insane. Didn't I choose to do this already? I thought I did. Wow, my bad.
Access granted.
Of course, no freaking codes on this one either, right?